everyone. This is Rick Prokop at Piano Power Lessons. Today we're going to continue on with the slow movement of the Chopin Waltz in C-sharp minor, and we're going to begin where we left off last time on the 17th bar. And this promises to be a very short lesson because the harmonies of the second 16 bars are almost identical to the harmonies of the first 16 bars. The only difference is that when we get to the 12th bar of the last 16 down here, he introduces the diminished 7th chord, whereas in the first 16, he waited until the 13th bar to introduce the diminished 7th chord. But then the diminished 7th resolved to a second inversion, 1 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord. In the second 16, however, the diminished 7th remains unresolved, and as a result contributes to the incredible drama of these last 5 bars. Aside from that, there are 2 additional things that he does to contribute to the drama of these last 5 bars. The first thing he does is he speeds up the rhythmic pulse, you might say, of the left hand, which is usually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but now it's fragmented into 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, really heightening the drama. And then that sudden propulsion of rhythm is immediately cut off. I should say suddenly cut off. It's like the Italian word is subito. Sometimes you see subito piano, you're playing loud and they want you to suddenly play. So this is a moment of suddenness. And so you're left with the right hand there, and the last thing you've heard is this diminished 7th. And then the right hand does like a little mini cadenza, which we'll discuss in the next lesson. In terms of this particular scale he uses to play over this diminished 7th. It's very interesting. So let's go to the keyboard and I'll walk you through these 13 bars from here to here. This time around, instead of having the full D flat major chord here, he leaves out the root. And then on the next downbeat, he plays this D flat, which he didn't do in the first 2 bars of this slow movement. The first 2 bars he did this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, right? This time he goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then everything is the same after that. So like before, we come back up and we go to E flat minor, and this is identical now, all identical. And we come back up to F minor here, and then B flat 7th, and then the G flat. And then he surprises us by going suddenly to the diminished chord on every second beat, right? This bass, on every second beat. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 playing over 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the melody. So it's very dramatic. Well, let's take a look at those diminished chords. First, I'd like you to play G, B flat, D flat, E. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that B flat and put it up here. And that's your new chord. So it's an open voicing of this G diminished chord. Next, I'd like you to move up to B flat, D flat, E, G. And this time we're going to open it up by pulling the D flat out and putting it up here. So that's your new voicing. So far you have this, and then this, okay? And then what I'd like you to do is play the diminished seventh chord starting on D flat here. You have D flat, E, G, B flat. This time we're going to pull up the E to here. So in each of these cases, we have a span of a tenth, of a minor tenth. We have G to B flat now, then a B flat to D flat, and then a D flat to E. So maybe you want to play this, and then this, and then this, just so you know what you're doing. You're playing different inversions of a diminished seventh chord, and then break it up. And that should do it. All right, I'd like to play these last 16 bars for you with the metronome on 84. 1, 2, 3. So that should do it for today. And like I said in the last lesson, really try your best to commit this left hand to memory. You don't want to be thinking about this when you're playing the melody in the right hand, which gets kind of complicated. And plus the melody's very expressive, and you're going to want to do things with it. You're not going to be wanting to think about the left hand and what note you play next. All right, so spend a lot of time and really commit this to memory. And, in the long run, you'll appreciate that you've done that. All right, so thanks again for joining me here at Piano Power Lessons, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time.